Hey, good evening. Welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, it does seem like people are finally realizing that when you sneeze, if you don't get your sneeze into your elbow or into here or into a handkerchief, then and let it go free, then what you are doing is you're putting out something like a half a meter of the virus if you are infected. I'll show you. I can't. These Japanese doctors have found have a camera that will photograph something which is only 0.01 of a micron. Right, so I'm probably not supposed to do that, but hey, what the heck. So in other words, all that education that the West have been having for so long about, remember, the most polite thing at one time used to be, if you didn't have a handkerchief, you'd put your hand up like this and you'd sneeze into your hand, and then your hand would be infected with whatever you have. And in the case now of the virus, which is so infectious, then that's no longer good enough, is it? And it's something that in the West they've been educated a long time, and they've been doing this, and so people there have been told that when you sneeze, whatever it is that you're sneezing out is coming out like it's almost like a cubic yard of material, be it virus, be it a cold, be it flu, be it whatever it is, that's coming out and into the air. And then if it's in droplet form, it obviously will gradually sink, and it can't stay up there just floating around, flying. Okay, so it does eventually sink. But this is the reason why we should all be staying at home, or at the very least we should be having the social distancing. Now this is difficult for most people because, especially when you have large families, the dilemma is that you don't want to offend people. A few weeks ago, when I'd had the truck finished, and the mechanic made a special point of bringing the truck up to the 20 steps, which is the bottom of our dirt road, and after I paid him, he stuck out his hands and we shook hands. Afterwards I thought, why did I do that? But that was weeks ago, and apparently I'm not gasping for breath, so I'm okay. Now this particular time as well is something where we should be warned. It is the 2 week, this is what's believed. You can only give out this information, as can the doctors. You can only give it out in the best of faith and say that this is what I've been told. That's how I pass everything on, is I say, look, this is what I've been told. Take it for what it is. The same way as there are people who are more than one writing to me and telling me, if you have sliced lemon boiled up in water with a little bit of bicarbonate of soda, you're good to go. And you have that maybe once or twice a day, you're good to go. For myself, I have cider apple vinegar, and I take a good helping of that every day now, and boy, that really goes up the nose and down the throat. And then I have a glass of warm water, and I stopped drinking cold water quite a time ago because, or trying to. always the people assume that you're going to want cold water, and that's what you usually get is ice cold water. And apparently coincidentally that's what the coronavirus loves as well. It loves the cold. So I've been drinking the warm water and gradually getting Beth to do the same. Whether everybody else does it, I really do not know. I know that Nanai does not drink cold water. She knows that it's better to drink room temperature at the very least. So that's gradually coming over now. Now, the other thing, as I say, I've been all along told that it's a 2-week incubation period. Well, we're into our second week, probably close to the end of our second week of being quarantined. So we can assume that we're doing pretty good. Even when we went out and did our deliveries to those poor families that we've been supporting and didn't feel that we could just abandon them, once again, life is full of dilemmas, isn't it? What do you do? Do you do one thing and feel right and come out dripping with guilt because of something else? You do whatever it is that you think is right. So even then, both going into Taliban and going and doing the deliveries, I didn't get out of the truck. Now, it's a real no-brainer when we're in the Ford because it's sealed, it's air-conditioned, it's sealed, and it's so sealed it's actually quiet in there from outside noise. You can hardly hear the engine, and you can hardly hear any outside noise. So we feel pretty good in that. So, but we'll watch what is happening and keep taking what we feel is our preventive stuff, like drinking cold water, making sure that we are always with a moist mouth, so that you're drinking little rather than drinking a whole bottle of water. You drink a little, and then in another few minutes you can drink again, and that's the way to do it there, rather than go for the consumption of quantity which we were going for before. Now they're saying with the corona it's better to go in and to drink a little, and then again a little again, and that makes sense to me as well. So the numbers are rising. What were the numbers that we had today, Beth?
2,300.
Sorry, louder.
2,300, I forgot.
2,300 you forgot.
Wait, I'll check it.
Apparently the numbers that we've got right now is, as Beth gave it to me verbatim, is 2,300 I forgot. So don't depend on that, especially the I forgot. No, oh no, you can depend on the I forgot. So, trying to keep it light. There are people out there who are suffering.
2,311.
2,311. Is that confirmed cases, or?
Yeah, that's from the Department of Health.
From the Department of Health, confirmed cases.
Yeah, as of April 1, 4 p.m.
As of April 1, 4 p.m, 2,300 and whatever it was for. So, we're not out of the woods after this. Anyway, what I did read, once again, giving it to it on its face value, was a 2-week incubation period, then a further 2 weeks of quarantine, and then 2 weeks after that, it's supposed to disappear quietly like a good little virus, and I'm sure that it will. Well, maybe I'm not so sure. So, thanks for looking in. It doesn't give me any pleasure to do these updates, especially if I think that yet another person has lost their life, with all that means for the surrounding family, because it's rough, isn't it? Okay, Thanks for looking in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bye for now.